You guys, Brian McKnight is now claiming that his ex-wife is preventing him from helping his biological son Nico with his cancer battle. Yes, this comes a week after Brian McKnight called his first 4 children evil and a product of evil. If you do not remember what he said, let me remind you.
So lastly this week, I want to big up my man right here. See, he gets it. In order to live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and the negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related. We want everyone to live a life that you love. Our hashtag, that's what it means. Hashtag I love our life. But in order to do that, you have to get rid of all that evil and negativity. There's so many angry and upset and negative people out there. We want to use our platform as a place of positivity, a positivity platform. So hopefully, who knows, next week, maybe I'll only respond to positive comments. But we'll see. We'll see you next week.
He is such a dip-ish, okay? If you're new to this channel, what up? My name is Keisha, aka ColorMePynk, and you are watching a new Spill the Tea video. Please take the time out right now, you guys, to hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to my channel. Also, please click that thumbs up button. It really helps with the algorithm and helps push this video out. And if you do not have your post notifications turned on, please turn them on so you know when my videos drop. Brian McKnight also had this to say in regards to a comment made about that TikTok that he responded to a fan saying that you have to let go of evil, whether they're family or not or whatever. So this person commented and said the same God that said honor your father and mother also said children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from him, and train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is older he will not depart from it. Your children are a reflection of the work and prayers and spirituality and moral compass that parents pour into kids. You disowned kids that you created, and you are also against God, but judgment day is between you and your maker. So hashtag carry on. You better read. You better read. You better read. You better read. Brian responded back and said God wasn't taking, he meant talking. God wasn't talking about children that are the product of sin, which these are. Number 2, I didn't raise them, their mother did. Number 3, know the whole story before quoting the Bible. 4, take your inaccurate negativity off of my page and try being happy. I did a whole video on this last week. I'll link it down below in the comment section if you want to know what I had to say about all of this foolery that came out of this idiot's mouth. But back to the initial point of this video, like I said, he's now claiming that his ex-wife prevented him from helping their son with his cancer battle. According to Complex magazine, the 50-year-old singer claims that he attempted to help his estranged son Nico, who has stage 4 cancer. My God. But that McKnight's ex-wife, Julie, stopped him. According to page 6, McKnight divulged the information to a fan during a Q&A on Instagram. And he said 6 months ago, we found out about this, Nico's cancer diagnosis, he reportedly said. We called him. We talked to him. We talked to his wife. She told us that she was all alone and handling everything all by herself. And it became quickly evident to us that since they didn't have insurance and they didn't have access to the proper doctors, naturally, we jumped into action. McKnight and his second wife, Leilani Mendoza, purportedly set Nico up with the best specialist in the country to give his son the best fighting chance. He said that he found a treatment facility near his home and they paid for a spot for Nico. As he was gearing up to fly Nico and his wife to their home, Nico's mom, Julie, apparently called McKnight to stop him. I can only imagine that if that help came from me, that it would go against the strong narrative that's being pushed out there about me, Brian said. So what are we doing? We're adhering to her wishes because that's what she wanted and we're staying out of it. McKnight said he and his wife are praying for Nico. Julie later issued a statement to Page Six. This is once again a response to bait myself and my family into his false narrative. He is a liar. McKnight and Julie were married for 13 years before divorcing in 2003. He later married Mendoza in 2017, and the couple share a 1-year-old son, Brian McKnight Jr. Mendoza has 2 children from a previous relationship, Julia and Jack, and appears to recognize these 3 as his only kids. News of Nico's cancer follows recent comments McKnight made about his biological children, whom he called pure evil, and said they are a product of sin. On IG, he added, "I didn't raise them, their mothers did." He came under fire for those remarks, as well as changing his legal name to reflect his toddler son's name. Now, see, this is my thing with this whole situation, with him saying that they're adhering to what his ex-wife said. You know what? Let me calm down before I even give y'all my thoughts. Let's take a look at what Brian had to say about this situation.
Hey everybody, we are still here in London, riding high after the concerts this weekend with Boyz II Men, and we are so grateful for all of the love. I wanted to take a few moments to talk about something that I'd already addressed 6 months ago, but I hesitate to talk about it now because the subject matter is so sensitive and so serious that I don't believe it's for public consumption. But because people keep asking me about it, I feel a need to address this once again. 6 months ago, when we found out about this, we called him, we talked to him, we talked to his wife. She told us that she was all alone and handling everything all by herself. And it became quickly evident to us that since they didn't have insurance and they didn't have access to the proper doctors, naturally, and even though all this nonsense has been going on for years, we jumped into action. We asked for his medical reports. We received those medical reports. We hand-delivered them to the best specialists in the country. Hey everybody, we are still here in London. Those specialists outlined a plan of action that would give him the best fighting chance. We miraculously found a treatment facility near our home that put him at the top of the list, and then we put down a deposit to secure that place. We were arranging to fly the 2 of them to our home privately so that she could be with him and not have to work and really just focus on his treatment. And in the midst of that, we received a very hostile phone call from his mother saying, "Do not contact him. He does not need your help." And I can only imagine that if that help came from me, that it would go against the strong narrative that's being pushed out there about me. So what are we doing? We're adhering to her wishes, because that's what she wanted, and we're staying out of it. And we're doing the only thing we can do, which is pray for him, which I hope you do too. Thanks.
First of all, that is a crock of ish. First of all, this man is grown. He's a grown man. Why would you still not help your son who has stage 4 cancer? Regardless if his mama did say that. I would be like, girl, if you don't get off my line and let me help my son. I doubt any mother would stop somebody from helping their child live. I don't believe that. And if the mama did do that, God help her. But you are a grown man. He is a grown man. Your son is a grown man. You don't have to listen to nothing that lady say regarding your son's health and helping him have a fighting chance. And the fact that even if she did say something like that, you so easily was like, okay, what? Like, this man is truly an a-hole. Like, I wish we would have known all of this about him back in the 90s, because he is the worst. He is the worst. And for you to sit up there and say, well, I didn't raise them. Obviously, that's why you have issues with your children, because you weren't around, sir. And once again, if you don't like the way your children came out, blame yourself, because you weren't there. And any evil that they got in them obviously come from you. And like I said about that heifer he over there married to, Leilani Mendoza, how you sitting up there sleeping with a man, marrying a man, having a baby by a man who decided, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with my older children. I'm just going to completely neglect them, disown them. I don't want to have anything to do with them. He literally changed his last name so his new child could be a junior, disregarding the fact that his other son is literally Brian McKnight Jr. This man is the worst. And baby girl, if you don't see that he could do the same thing to you, you are an idiot. You just as trifling as he is, and God help the both of you. Because the spanking that's going to rain down on y'all ain't going to be nothing nice. Because you ain't and he ain't, okay? This is the most disgusting thing I have ever even experienced or read. And I can only imagine what his son Nico was going through. Y'all know I had breast cancer 2 years ago. I'm currently in remission, but this is something that I have rarely talked about on this channel. I may have mentioned it once or twice, but when I was going through my battle with breast cancer, when I was going through radiation and my surgery and all of that stuff, I was not speaking to my mother. Me and my mother did not speak for 3 months. My mother was not there for me. She was not there for me. And it hurt me beyond belief, because you wouldn't have been able to tell me. I would have slapped somebody if they told me that you going to get breast cancer. Your mama not going to be there for you. I would have been like, what? I would have fought you down to the ground. But that's what happened to me. And not having my mother there, it was so unbelievable. It was so disheartening. It was heartbreaking. I cried many nights about it. But I had to push through. So I can only imagine. I was stage 1. This man is stage 4. Going through stage 4 cancer and your father not being there for you. Calling you and your siblings pure evil. You were made out of sin. And the fact that he would say something about something so vile about his children, let alone one who is battling cancer. I can't even fathom it, stomach it, or anything. Like, he needs to be stoned in the streets. He is horrible. And I really feel like part of the issue is with his ex-wife. I really feel like it's probably an issue where he never thought that lady was going to leave him. I wonder, did she leave him? I'm going to do some research to find out who divorced who. Because if that lady left him, he probably still butthurt. Because he probably thought that he was going to be able to do what he wanted to do, cheat, travel the world, not be a parent, not be a husband, and thought that lady was going to stay twiddling her thumbs and keeping quiet, and she probably left him, and that man been butthurt since. I bet you that's the case. Because why do you have so much hate towards your ex-wife and your children? If you're so happy and moved on with life and got you a new family and all of this, that, and the third, I bet you that's the case. He mad that lady left him probably. And he can't deal with it. He cannot deal with the fact that lady finally said enough is enough and I don't want to have to do with you. And I believe her when she says that he's throwing a tantrum because nobody's there to listen to his crap anymore, because nobody has to. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this, because I don't even know if I can continue to do stories on this man, because it literally makes me sick to my stomach anytime I talk about this. Because, my God, I would never listen to another Brian McKnight song if you paid me. Y'all need to not support none of his music either, okay? Find another baby making song or a breakup song. Don't get this man no clout, no money, no royalties, no nothing. Okay? Because I can guarantee if he lost all his money today, that lady will not be there. This Leilani and her kids will be gone to the next one. Okay? I wish I was doing this video on Patreon so I could rip him a new one, but I can't. Woo! Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this down below in the comment section. Let's talk about it. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I love you, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.